Good morning, class 8. Today I am going to give some questions, extra questions you can say, or you can say the questions inside the chapter, from inside the chapter. Please you mention it and you complete in your copy, fair copy. Exercise you will do by yourself. Otherwise, if any problem in your exercise questions, then you can ask me in your classes. But you have to complete these questions. If any question will be repeated from exercise also and from here also, so from here you have to do, then don't do from exercise. Understood, children? Okay. Now first question I given here, define the given terms: meristematic tissue, conducting tissue, osmosis, diffusion, active transport, wilting, ascent of sap, transpiration, pull, not transpiration, transpiration, pull, micronutrients and macronutrients. So these are the words you have to define. Please children, define properly and just suppose micronutrient and macronutrient, there will be the example, so you have to write the example. Understood? Everywhere if there will be the example, then you have to note down it, or you have to write it. So these are the words. Now second question, you have to write some experiments, as I gave here only 1, 2, 3 only from this chapter. By an experiment, prove that phloem conducts food. So children, it is in the page number 21. Page number 21, and it is activity 5. So this you have to write, and properly you have to write. You will write the full experiment and you will draw the diagram. This is next one. Xylem conducts water. How does xylem conduct water? For this you have to mention the activity 4 with diagram also, and you have to mention it properly according as you are given in your book. So please write it, and if you don't want to learn it, then don't learn it. In your live classes, I will explain it orally. Understood? Orally, I will explain it, and you have to write in your fair copy. Now children, third one. How will you prove that more transpiration occurs through lower surface of a dicot leaf? Dicot leaf that are those leaves which are having reticulate venation, just like people, mango, all these. Parallel venation, those who have single lines from base to tip of the leaf, just like bamboo leaves, grass leaves. These are the monocot leaves mostly. So dicot leaves, actually dicot leaves have lower surface, more number of stomata rather than the upper surface. So that's why while transpiration, they will release more water through the lower surface of the leaf, and this you have to prove by writing the children. In your book there is activity, you have to mention that activity. Yeah, it is given in the page number 28. Children, I can show you the book, this experiment. You have to write by yourself. It is not given totally. As you will write the object, here it is given. More transpiration occurs through the surface of the dicot leaf. This will be the object, and according to the figure, you have to write the apparatus, what you are using about it, and then you will write the method how it will be conducted, and then the result. The result will be, the cobalt chloride paper is originally light blue in color. When it will get water through the stomata, after transpiration, that blue colored cobalt chloride paper will turn into pink color. So it will show that transpiration occurs, and if we will put the cobalt chloride paper towards upper surface and lower surface both, then we can see or we can observe that upper surface cobalt chloride paper which was on the upper surface, it is getting very less area which becomes pink, and which is present at the lower surface, they have the larger area becomes the pink in color. So it will prove that lower surface have more transpiration than the upper surface. Children, this is the reason why we are sitting under the big trees, because big trees are mostly all are dicot, and dicot leaves have more number of stomata in their lower surface. Due to that, when they will transpire water through their stomata, we will also get the water vapor which make us cool. We are not sitting only about the shade or only for the shade, we are getting some coolness also. And it is obvious that if there will be more transpiration, and there will be releasing of oxygen also will be more. So we can get the fresh air at the daytime, and we can get the water vapor also to make us cool. Now children, this question, differentiate between each as indicated in brackets. Yeah. As indicated in brackets, it means that whatever word is given in the bracket, only you have to mention one difference about it, not more than this. Please children, don't fulfill each and every difference for each and every point. Only this I want, so this must only one point you have to write. Just for example, macronutrient and micronutrient, only definition is there, so you will write only the definition and example. Next one, protective tissue and supportive tissue. Protective tissue means which are helpful to protect the plant body. As you studied in that chapter, what are the protective tissue? Epidermal cell, or the epidermis layer of each and every part of the plant cell, plant organ. So protective tissue is the epidermis. Epithelial cell forms the epidermis, or sometimes in case of other organs, those who have some hollow area, just like our stomach, our intestine, so they have epidermis on the outside and endodermis in the inner side, or endothelial cells are present in the inner side, which is, in case of plant, you have to write only the endothelium or endodermis. Now, next one is supportive tissue. Supportive tissue, only the definition you have to write. So that means those who are helpful for plant body to support them. Just for the example, supportive tissue are parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, all these. Only you have to write the name, and only you have to define it, not more than this. Then third one, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. You have to mention about the function only. So meristematic tissue have special function, or you can say it is the main function of the meristematic tissue to increase the number of cell after cell division again and again. So this is the main function of meristematic tissue. And permanent tissue, they got their permanent function and they adapt the permanent structure to complete their permanent function. As suppose you can give one or two examples for it. just suppose you will write that xylem. Xylem is a permanent tissue. So xylem has a main function to conduct water and mineral from lower side to leaves or upper side. Then you will write, or you can write the second example for phloem. Phloem is a permanent tissue and it has a main function to conduct prepared food from leaves to other parts of the plant. In this way you have to write. Please children, try to understand and try to write and mention only the character whatever is given in the bracket, not more than this. Fourth one, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. This is given in your book. So first you have to mention about their structure, all three, and in the next one you have to mention the function about all these three. So in this way, about these questions you have to write their answer. And then xylem and phloem, again you have to function. So you have to mention the function of xylem. Yes, here you can mention the xylem cells and about the function of each. This also you can do in here or in the fifth point. One main function you have written here, that is in the permanent tissue, and here you can write the function of all four different types of cells found in xylem, as xylem tracheate, xylem vessel, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Understood? And even in case of phloem also, you can mention not only simple function, you have to mention about the four functions for each type of cell. Sieve tube cell, I told you. Companion cell, it is not in your book but I told you. Then phloem fiber and phloem parenchyma. Okay children? So this much is, and now I will write some more questions. These are the long questions. You have to mention in your copy. Maybe it is long or maybe it is short. Answer the following questions. First one. What are the types of transpiration? So children, you have to mention only the types, that is stomatal, cuticular and lenticular. Only these, there are the three types of transpiration. Now next question. What are the effects, or first you mention the what are the factors affecting transpiration? Now third question. Mention the importance of transpiration. Now question number 4. Mention the factors affecting ascent of sap. Children, I told you ascent of sap. What are the factors are there? First thing I told you that root pressure, second told you capillarity, third told you transpiration, fourth one I told you cohesive force between the water molecule. So these are the factors which can affect the ascent of sap. Now fifth, explain about three types of macronutrients. Any three type of macronutrients you have to mention, and you have to write about the occurrence. What about the occurrence of diseases if they are in less in amount, everything. Same thing. Explain about the three types of micronutrient. Now 7th question. Is what are the types of cells? Found in xylem and phloem. Explain them. So children, wherever the word is given, explain, it means that you have to draw the diagram and then you have to write the explanation. Please children, describe or explanation wherever they are asking in bio. So you have to mention the diagram. Don't ask about it. Ma'am, we have to draw it. Don't ask about it. Question number 8. What are the factors okay, it will be the repeating one. So next one you have to write, show the path of absorbed water from root hair to xylem. Okay children, you have to write it by putting that arrow wherever I taught it in you can see in the video, you can get it. So how the water taken by the root hair and then how it will reach up to the xylem of the root. Okay children, thank you, God bless you.